was my head, actually. That was what that was. This is a very, very low ceiling. It's very low. And you would not really be standing upright here unless you were quite a short person. So you would sleep up here, but you wouldn't stand upright too much. I'm going to show you the bathroom now. This is really scary. This is more evidence to me that this artist did not have a lot of artistic sensibility, because what's horrifying to me is this green counter with this shade of yellow sink. I mean, you have got to say that's scary. That is scary. And this cabinet is ooh, looks like a log. Nothing in there but mouse poop. And then this is interesting. There's a shower right next to it, but it has a faucet like a tub. Why would that be? I don't know. A moldering old sponge. Peeling linoleum. An ancient rag of some sort. And this toilet. I haven't even ever looked in the toilet. Oh my God, what is that? That is a dead mouse. That is the most horrifying thing I've ever seen. Okay, so it's back to the dark now. There's also a medicine cabinet. Medicine cabinet, but empty. Empty for now. Empty for now. The mirror. Hanging hooks, and a poster of winter birds from the Pennsylvania Game Commission. There's some lights that no longer work. And then here's another piece of work. This one is signed, the date on this is 1982, initial E, and it appears to be another little bright room, kind of a really bad Van Gogh type ripoff. The yellow room. Oh no, not Van Gogh. I would say more like a Cezanne. The room is very yellow. The rug is very green. So we see the motif of the hideous bathroom sink repeated in this study or something. And it really just it's lively, but it's just not good. It's not good. So I think we can see why this person, assuming that this is their art and not something that their child did when they brought him out here, we can see why they were having to paint here instead of in a proper studio. Because, you know, I mean, if you're around, I'm sorry, but you're just not very good. And then here's a map of Oxford, Pennsylvania area, and there's our town, Lincoln University, where we live. And that is dated 1953. So it's really hard to figure out, you know, when anybody was ever here, but what am I seeing? I'm just seeing, oh, there's a lot of stuff here, and I don't know what it all is. Uh-oh, Culture Chronic. That's German. Here's a name. Dr. Erica Shekasalami. Okay, I know this person. This person's grave is in the graveyard that's right up the hill from my house. New Yorker from '91. This has nothing to do with it. There's some more art. And this is definitely a child's art. So now I'm starting to wonder if any of this art, other than, I think only the first thing, the study of Tiger Woods' wife, I think was the only thing that was done by the artist who lived here. I think everything else was probably done by one of the Shekasalami children. But that woman, Erica Shekasalami, suffered a very early death. And we still know her son, because he is the same age as my son. The dad remarried Well, I think what happened was a lot of the debris up here comes from the older Czechoslovak children who probably used this place as a playhouse. Because the Czechoslovakians at one point owned this property and rented it out. It's an interesting little detail. Okay, one last chance. We're going to go lights out. Okay. Is there anyone here who wants to talk to me? Anyone at all? Does anyone want to talk to me? Any spirits that would like to make themselves known? Make a noise, knock on something so that I know that you're here. I think I just heard something upstairs. Let's see if I can get him to do it again. We mean you no harm. We're just trying to find out if you're still out here. We're going to fix your window. Knock on something like that. One of the windows. Just rattle or tap one of the windows if you're here. Okay, time to turn on the light. This is the last part of the investigation. As you know, I found a magazine subscription label in there which had the name of someone's name I did not expect to see in my artist studio. They live down the road about a quarter of a mile. In fact, this is the house where she used to live. And it's right across from this little graveyard that I mentioned. We got quite a magnificent tree. Anyway, let's go visit Erika Czechoslovak and see if she's still in residence here. Because the last time I checked, this is where she lives. Through the old rickety gate we go, busting through the vines. This is an old burned down church. It was a little old chapel. All that's left now is a pile of rubble. I hear it used to be cute. Little church. And this was what had the graveyard associated with it all those years ago. This pile of weeds was once a church, and there's some of the foundations now. It's a very peaceful place. A lot of very old graves here. Very old. Some Civil War veterans. Example. This one here dates from, I don't know if you can read that, but I think that's 1807. Okay, here we are. The person who used to have her magazines and bring her children to play in my old artist studio. Erika Antonia Freiberger, Czechoslovak, 1941 to 1993.